Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's now May, so it's that time again for me to share with you my monthly favourites. So here are some of my favourites from the month of April. Hope you enjoy. When it comes to the home, I haven't got many favourites from April, but these have got to be them. If I had to pick anything from the home to be my favourites for April, these would be them. The Fairy, we went back to using this one actually because I find it doesn't overly dry my hands out. And it just smells lovely. I find it's perfect for spring. I think it just smells lovely when you're using it. I'm loving the Vanilla Cupcake. This has been my go-to scent for the month. And I have this in both the small candle and in the Centerpiece Easy Melt cup. I find that it just smells like you've been baking, and it just gets rid of any of those sweet cravings that you might be having. So it's great since I'm on the diet at the moment. And my house just smells like cookies. So baby favourites from the month of April have to be these. Those of you that have watched the newborn favourites, you will have already seen that I'm loving the Johnson's Bedtime Baby Bath. And I've used this for the whole of April one. We've just finished using the last one. But I find that by using it every night, it does actually seem to help him to go to bed. He definitely settles better when he's had a bath. Whether that's the bath, whether that's this, I'm not sure. I haven't tried any other. But this is our go-to. This is the one we've been using through April. And this has to be our favourite bubble bath. I'm also loving the Milton Dummy Steriliser. Before now, I would take out an extra 2 dummies with me when we were leaving the house. Just any of you that have got small babies know when you take one dummy, you can guarantee it will end up on the floor or anywhere else that you don't want it to be. It's so much easier than taking all those extra dummies. You literally just put your dummy in it and 15 minutes later, you've got yourself a clean dummy. Some of my other favourites from the month of April have to be these. I have started trying to get back into reading. I absolutely love reading, and if I had more me time, I think I would love nothing more than just to sit down like you do when you're on holiday with a book and just read. It just takes your mind off everything, takes you away from everything, and it's just so relaxing. So every night now before I go to bed, I do try and read, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Just to wind down and just to relax. So I'm hoping to try and keep that up through the month of May as well. When it comes to trying to eat healthily, I have found the Joe Wicks Lean In 15 book to be fantastic. There are so many recipes in there, and they are so quick and easy to make. They're delicious as well, really. It has to be my go-to cookbook at the moment, and I think this might be my go-to cookbook for the month of May, but this was definitely the one I went to. Every time I tried to sit down to do the food shop, I had this book with me. And also my Fitbit. This is the Fitbit Charge HR, if I remember rightly. And I find this just motivates me. By having this on me, I am constantly checking how many steps I've done. I am constantly trying to do a few extra steps when I'm cooking tea. But it also motivates me on days like today when the sun's out to get outside and to go and get some exercise. My Fitbit also motivates me more because I have been using an app called Bounce. I'll try and leave a link below for you. On this app, every time you do, I think it's 7,000 steps for a Fitbit, you get 5 bounce or 5 points if you are one of the free members. And I think it's 20 points if you are a premium member. And those points then add up and you can exchange for gift vouchers. So I am trying my hardest to get 7,000 steps at least every day. These are my beauty favourites from the month of April. I'm loving the Aveeno Skin Relief. You will have seen that I mentioned this previously in another video. I came across it last month after seeing it mentioned on Instagram and decided to give it a go. I've suffered from dry skin since I fell pregnant with my son and decided that everything else I've tried seems to work short term but doesn't actually seem to sort the problem out or seem to relieve it long term. I find with this I don't have to use it all day every day. I probably use it twice a day and my hands are so much better. I also started using it on my son's cheeks when they started to get dry, and again I've not had to use it again now on them for a couple of weeks. So I find that it's brilliant for what it does. It's not greasy and I find it's long lasting. You don't have to keep reapplying it all day every day, which is what I want and what any busy mum wants. With summer coming as well, I've started to think about fake tanning and I have reached out for the Vita Liberata. This is one I bought a couple of years ago and just never used, but I've also recently purchased the other version, the Phenomenal version, that is supposed to last 2 to 3 weeks. So when I finish using this one, I'll move on to that one and I'll let you guys know what I think of that. The Butter Gloss by NYX is in the shade Creme Brulee, and I picked this up at the end of April, and it has been my go-to lip gloss since. It lasts. It's also really nice, got a really nice feel to it, really nice texture. And finally, my go-to scent for the month has been the DKNY Delicious in Fresh Blossom. I have not used this scent in years. I think the first time I ever used this would have been about 7 years ago when I went on holiday and picked it up on the way home on the aeroplane. It was one of the duos that they did. When I saw this on Amazon at Christmas time, I just had to purchase it. It's a nice fruity, fresh smell. So this has been my go-to scent. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!